Today we'll be talking about gender in Web3. This research is focused on women and near protocol. The digital landscape is evolving with Web3 and near protocol blockchain. It's a big part of this change. As this new frontier is explored, it's important to understand the role of gender. That is the role of women in Web3. So the whole thing we are talking about today is what women can contribute to Web3. What role do women play in Web3? So that's basically what we are going to talk about today. Web3 is, the third generation of the World Wide Web, which we are in it, whereby you are free to interact with the internet. It's not a read-only internet. It's an internet that, grants you access to read, write, comment, and share your expression. The most important thing about Web3 is, blockchain. Blockchain is what makes Web3 what it is. Because I understood from how far and the knowledge I've had about blockchain and Web3 that being able to handle your assets by yourself, eliminating the real-world banking system. Okay? So that's all about Web3 from me. There are less women in Web3, even in near protocol. How many female developers do we have in near protocol? How many females do we have even in the NDC? This just concluded NDC election. How many women are in NDC? You figure out that all these things becomes a problem because women, can I say that not all women are interested in Web3 because they see it as the boys thing. Yes. Even in some part of the world where I am, Web3 is seen as the guys' things. It takes, a lot to see women in Web3. Let me say it's just 30% of women in this part of the world that are in Web3. So that becomes a problem. Can I say that not all women are interested in Web3 because they see it as the boys' thing? Yes. Even in some part of the world where I am, Web3 is seen as the guys' things. It takes, a lot to see women in Web3. Let me say it's just 30% of women in this part of the world that are in Web3. So that becomes a problem. Now, this gives women significance in Web3, like inclusivity and gender diversity is one thing that every blockchain needs because in Web3, without women, there is no gender diversity. There is no inclusivity. If it is something just for the men, talking about inclusivity, because I believe that blockchain is something that, you mostly hear inclusivity in blockchain. But without women in the space, how then can you talk about inclusivity? Because it doesn't give them, give everyone equal right to, partake. It doesn't give everyone equal right to, interact with crypto and blockchain. So gender diversity, it's one simple time to understand because it takes men and women to, build gender diversity. Though building trust and credibility isn't just a women thing. This is something, that involves men, women, and everybody in space, okay? So this building trust and credibility is more on women. Not that it's 100% on women. Let's say it's 60% on women on building trust and credibility. Now, for instance, I'm taking She Is Near right now because this is somewhere I have been and then I tend to understand what is going on. Now we have a program we are about to kick off, profiling women in Web3, recognizing women who have actually contributed in one way or the other to the NIA ecosystem. We want to showcase these women and give them credible applause because of their contributions in the ecosystem, making them recognized in the ecosystem. There are some problems that women equally face in Web3. And these problems include digital harassment, okay? So women, like, I think women have this shyness or have this low, esteem when it comes to working with men. They have this, they believe, even most men believe that women are, weaker vessels to men. They should be under men and shouldn't be allowed to make decisions with men. Sometimes this men, result to digital harassment, harassing women online, okay? It's common among most of the ecosystems I've been in. So when a woman is involved in decision making, the man who doesn't really understand the importance of women sees their decisions as, something that isn't worth anything. And secondly, I talked about inclusivity gaps. Without women in Web3, there's no inclusivity at all. So the absence of women in Web3 creates these inclusivity gaps. And this problem is caused by, shyness. These problems from the study is caused by, most women not wanting to be part of men because their own decisions cannot stand to most men. It's important within the NIA protocol community to collaborate, address challenges. By doing so, we can create a digital future where people of all genders can thrive and express themselves freely.